write something. Time is made up, but it's time that we fight for something. Holding back opinion, I might die if I fake like it. Nothing even matters in this world, we live by the piker. I was playing Mario in 01. I can spill the definition of a tyrant. Iron Fist is something that I know of. Boxing in Japan like I'm M. Bison. Listen, 30,000 hours in notebooks. I wrote hooks and understood the world is my pen. It's just chicken and head. I get cracked in my breakfast. I break fast like I'm not really crashing at end. Reincarnation, I'm acknowledging spaces. The force of being human is like falling and hitting pavement.
And my canister. Hello, MadHatters. It's your girl Nikki, new aka Nick to the new aka Nick. Cause I be with the truth, creating fun of Argh U Mad, the podcast for the people. So here Argh U Mad, we're changing the narrative of mental health from a Black woman's perspective, one podcast episode at a time, while keeping you mindful in 30 minutes or less. All right. But did I say my balance? I'm sorry. I feel like I mixed that up because I got sidetracked with this lighting. My bad, y'all. Okay, so this is much better. Okay, so let's try this again. So here Argh U Mad, we're changing the narrative of mental health from a Black woman's perspective, one podcast episode at a time, while keeping you mindful in 30 minutes or less by balancing our minds, our bodies, and our souls in a practical way that suits our lifestyle. So hello, guys. This is my second Sunday back on our daily meet, something new in which I'm incorporating live with a few platforms all at once. So we got a lot to discuss today. We got a lot to get into. Okay, so we have, first of all, today is National Stress Awareness Day. Again, today is National Stress Awareness Day, November the 2nd. All right, just want to put that out there. Just want to put that out there because there's been so much going on. I've been just paying attention to the headlines. Is Snap going to be discontinued? Is it not going to be discontinued? Did people get their monies? Did they not get their monies? We're finding out that the men are, some of them, not all, are revealing their hand. Okay, some of the guys are happy. That there'll be some women out here that won't be able to feed their children. But that's neither here nor there. We're going to get into all of that in just a few minutes. So before we get started, because again, we're balancing our minds, our bodies, and our souls in a practical way that suits our lifestyle. Okay, usually on these daily meets, I typically go on TikTok, and I do the daily meets there, where we listen to Uncle Coco Daily. So I want to keep the same momentum, and starting with the soul first. Okay, so let's see if you can hear it today. Through my headphones, because I don't want to take it down. So let's see. I'm going to put the microphone closer to the speaker. Hold on. Oh, happy November borns, by the way. Happy birthday to the November borns.
Oh, how I long to be a channel of blessing to others, dear Lord. I know I cannot do this on my own strength. So I ask you to fill me with your love so that it may flow to those around me.
Amen.
Thank you, Lord. Amen.
Amen.
To be a channel of blessing Let Christ's love flow through you. Good morning. Blessed Sunday.
All right. Okay, so that was a beautiful message from my Uncle Coco. Hold on, I want to make sure and I do my mic check, but I hope you guys can hear me. So that was a beautiful message from my Uncle Co. All right, so let's do a little quick recap. I like to kind of go over what I got in the first listen. Obviously, ooh, oh my God, I was supposed to put up a Coco Daily. Y'all, forgive me. Here's a recap. I got SNAP benefits underneath Uncle Coco Daily. Like, get it together. Anyhow, so it says, oh, what I got is, oh, how I long to channel, how I long to be a channel, of blessings to others, dear Lord. I know I cannot, something. That's what I got. I ask that I may flow. I ask that your love may flow. There's a little more to that. But here's the main point here. To be a channel of blessings, let Christ's love flow through you. So as I was contemplating coming on live today, it was a lot of things that was coming to me. And yesterday, the synchronicity wasn't remiss. I wasn't remiss. I didn't miss any of the signs. So going from like intentionally, I'm mindful of the colors that I'm consciously / unconsciously wearing. Right. Yesterday was Argh U Mad's 6th year. We've been doing this for 6 years now. And yesterday was the 6-year anniversary, 111. And I noticed how I was in my Argh U Mad pink and black. Just not intentional, but intentional. You know what I mean? Unconscious, so, just not aware of it, but just proud and feeling good about what I had on, the colors, the vibrant, the frequency, the energy that was, emitting through me. And just kind of enjoying the people. I mean, just the company of the community has just been beautiful and overwhelming, and the vibes have just been vibing. Boom. Then today, this morning, I'm doing my normal motherly duties, right? Preparing the little one for the week and along with myself and all of that fun stuff, right? That moms do. And I'm listening to my Bible, as I've been mentioning before, how I've been reading the Bible a lot more, listening to the Bible a lot more. And as I'm listening to the Bible, randomly out of nowhere, well, not randomly, obviously, because there's no such thing as coincidences, I tap in, in Deuteronomy, I think it's chapter 22, verse 5. And it just, boom. It just, it said what it said. And I remember listening to Uncle Coco Daily, and Uncle Coco Daily saying, him mentioning that we must listen to the Bible and take heed to the things that we like and what we don't like. Now, mind you, I've been getting corrected up and down listening to the Bible. So, he who is without sin, let them cast the first stone. Okay? So, it's not here to throw shade. It's not here to judge, but it was just one of those eye-opening, like, whoop. It's been a lot of those. And I've had a lot of revelations in my own personal life you know, like no sin goes unpunished, and none of us are excluded from that. And I just wanted to kind of like put that out there where I was just like, tell me that there's a message. Well, tell me that there's a message, but not. But you are telling me that there is a message because it's like in my face, and you can't like go against it. So those of you who have been called, you already know what time it is. So when I got that, I was just like, guys, let's not play, okay, with the powers. Anyway, with the creator. So we're gonna. That's just my 2 cents. That's the soul component that I have for y'all today. But let's get to it. Let's get to it. But I wanted to start off with the word because Lord knows we start off with the soul first today. All right. So let's get to it. SNAP benefits. Y'all, I mean, listen, it's very real. It is very real out here in the streets. This is a different time. But what I will say that this is a time specifically, not only is it National Stress Awareness Day, I want to put that emphasis on that we might be mindful of our stress levels. May we not move in fear, okay? Like the folks before us, they were thrown a lot in terms of a lot of things were revoked to make life difficult and whatnot. So I'm not stating that we should just sit back and just, cry and say, what am I going to do? I know it's got to be definitely scary, but this is a time to get creative, okay? So if you're going to do anything, let's get creative. Now, I did get some updates yesterday on the SNAP benefits. All right. So I have resources as well. Okay. So according to ChatGPT, all right, because I'm like, ChatGPT, let's see what's going on. They said SNAP is not canceled. Okay. But, okay, the money that funds SNAP is stuck in Congress limbo. Okay. So according to ChatGPT, it says, so for the average American who depends on that card to eat, this looks like not knowing when your EBT will reload, okay? So needing to stretch what's left up, so you may need to stretch what's left on the card. I don't know, we're November 2nd. Put it in the comments if some of y'all got your snaps loaded up this month. If it hasn't loaded, today's November 2nd when I'm recording this. So you'll be able to see this and just let me know, like, yeah, in the comments, like, yes, they reloaded it. No, it hasn't reloaded, and make sure, obviously the date will be there when you put it there, but like, as of today, I still have it or I don't have it. Keep us posted, guys. Keep us posted on what it looks like in your state, because each state is obviously different, but let's keep reading. It says, okay, so it says making hard choices at the grocery store, relying more on food pantries, churches, keyword churches, mutual aid until funds hit, okay? And remember, SNAP recipients are not, it says some SNAP recipients are not in a tiny group. 48 million Americans use SNAP. That has been, yes, 48 Americans, so a huge portion are working people whose jobs don't pay enough. So I'm seeing a lot of the stereotypes of who uses SNAP versus who doesn't use SNAP, regardless of who is using it in terms of race or whatnot. People need food, and if they have children, please may these children get food to eat. We don't care about your race. Just please ensure that the children have food to eat, because that is very that is very big. That is very big. Like nobody has time for that. Like that's just going to cause all kind of ruckus. All right. So, but you know what I thought was funny? Because after I'm listening and reading all of this stuff about SNAP benefits, right, and the judge, like a judge not passing it, or it having to go through Congress and so forth and so on, why all of a sudden in the news today it's being highlighted? But this happened back on October 4th. They were stating that a judge's house was burned down in South Carolina. And sometimes, see, that's the thing with some of these news, right? People put news up for headlines like, oh, the judge that did this. I don't know. I didn't go in depth with the judge. They saying that the name of the judge is Diane Goodstein. I don't know if this is the judge that did, that is responsible for kind of, I don't want to talk too much about politics, but all of a sudden today, I'm seeing notice about a judge's house that was burned down on October 4th. But this happened on October 4th. So why are they presenting it today? We're now November 2nd. You know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of I'm just paying attention to how headlines like to, pull on your heartstring, tug on emotions and things of that nature. So I want to go in a little bit further because I don't know who this Diane Goodstein is. Again, she's South Carolina. Her house was burned down in South Carolina. But yes, it says her home was destroyed on October the 4th, 2025. I want to put that down there. I want to be, we're not on Cocoa Daily, sorry. I'll be talking. So we went from, switch topics. So we went from a Cocoa Daily back on the SNAP benefits. So Diane Goodstein, okay, the judge's house was burned down in South Carolina, all right? Her home was destroyed in a fire that occurred on October the 4th, 2025, after she issued a ruling that temporarily blocked the release of South Carolina's voting files to the Trump administration. This was on October the 4th, okay? The fire led to injuries for her family members, including her husband and son. But authorities have not found evidence to suggest that the fire was intentionally set. This is on Snopes.com. A few other places reported it. The Independent reported the same thing. Fox News, no arson. Fox News headline states, no arson evidence found in South Carolina judge's house fire. Newsweek, it's a few others. I have to kind of press down on it. But you can look it up herself, Diane Goldstein. So check it out. But again, this happened on October the 4th, okay? They said her home was destroyed in a fire that occurred on October the 4th. After she issued a ruling that temporarily blocked the release of South Carolina's voting files to the Trump administration. Damn, that wording is okay. Lord have mercy. It's getting real gangster in these streets, is it? National Stress Awareness Day. I'm not trying to be funny, but let's take a moment and just let me put some music on. I feel like I need some music to kind of breathe easy in the back because Jesus. Give it a second, y'all. Give me a second. What? So, was she the only judge that I'm just questioning. Was she the only judge that issued a ruling to temporarily block the release for their state? Just curious. Again, let's keep it. Let me. That's so real. Anyway, next up, while we figure out our music, is National Stress Awareness Day. Man, listen, National Stress Awareness Day. So let's do some mindful exercises to check your stress level. All right. So let's discuss some add effects using hand. Okay, not right. Don't give me suggestions while I'm live. But thanks. All right. So mindful exercises to check your stress level, because who won't? I'm just chuckling at how gangster folks are. It's just. I'm just gonna breathe them. No, let's take a little break. I need to do some inhaling and exhaling on that. Because we gotta shift the gear. That's real gangster. That's very gangster. Your house getting burned down after you. Take a deep breath in, inhale. Hold it. Exhale. Inhale. Hold it. Exhale. One more, in. Hold it. Exhale. Bonus, in. Hold it. Exhale. Okay. So let's go over some more mindful exercises to check your stress level. I just did that on GP. That's my go-to. Whenever I'm feeling that rise, I just go straight to breathing. Straight to breathing. I'm never gonna play with you. I'm never gonna waste your time. We're just gonna breathe. That's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna take a deep breath in, inhale and exhale, and let that thing go. All right, let's hit it. So, some mindful exercises that can be practiced at home. First one up. It's hold on, I'm trying to find it so you guys can read along, but I'll just tell you. It's called the 60-second body scan test. Did I not name these on my thing? All right, put it here. Oh well, that's all good. I'll just show you the first one. Are they trying to upload it? Oh shoot, sorry guys, I don't think it uploaded. Okay, so I'm just gonna have to read it to you. I was gonna pull it up so you guys can see it. But I think we're just gonna have to upload it. We're just gonna have to discuss it. I'm so sorry, I wanted to have a visual for you all so you could read along, because I can tell you one thing. There's one thing to tell you, but then there's another thing for you to be able to hear it for yourself, okay? Let me turn this music down. Let's pause the music, let's get to it. Did I pause it? Okay, so the 60-second body scan test. What you want to do is, I like this look I got going on. See, it's giving me, I don't know. What's this? Sorry, shades on. 60-second body scan test. Sit still. That's for when you're going to sit still. And then you're going to ask yourself, is my jaw clenched? Are my shoulders lifted or tight? Is my breath shallow? If 3 or more of those things are yes, your body is holding stress. Okay? That's the first exercise that you can do to check your stress levels. Okay? So again, that's called the 60-second body scan test. Okay? Next one. Oh, goodness. See, I had all of this. So, anyway. The next one I have is the 0 to overwhelm test. Look at me, aka 0 to 100. I just made that up, but the real name of it is called 0 to overwhelm. Okay, according to Dr. Gerald Wing Su, who I need to do more research on. I believe this is a life psychologist. When stress is chronic, Okay, according to Dr. Daryl Winsue, when stress is chronic, the brain begins to respond rapidly and protect itself through tension plus hypervigilance. Okay, so this test is more cognitive, so it's more based on your thinking process, and you want to ask, how fast do I go from calm to irritated on an average day? Just random. I'll repeat it. How fast do I go from calm to irritated on an average day? Okay. If the answer is quick, that means your stress threshold is low, meaning you have a low level. You don't take to, it's only, basically your patience is very short. You don't have much space in terms of how you maneuver and manage stress, okay? Something to think about, all right? Something to pay attention to. Something to take heed in terms of knowing yourself, right? Self-awareness is sexy. Know who you are. Know what triggers you. Know it early, okay? Because in that way, helps you function, all right? Maintain composure. Very important. All right, and this is another one I thought was pretty cool. They gave 4 questions that therapists use a lot, which is just, that is kind of aligned to what we're going on here as far as Argh U Mad. All right, and speaking of which, if you do need support in finding a therapist, please be sure to visit arghumad.com, okay, in which I do offer support. All right, click that QR code as your mental health liaison, okay? So I have no problem supporting you in terms of connecting with a therapist that works with you. I am not a licensed mental health professional, right? I do have my background within the field of psychology, okay? However, I didn't go that route. But I do know that I don't mind helping others get the support that they need. And I have seen therapists in different stages and different periods of my life. And honestly, they're like heaven sent. Obviously, finding a therapist is like dating. Okay, not everyone's going to fit. Just saying. So be okay with, seeing a few and finding the one that fits you. All right. And if you're like a little bit frustrated and just like, nah, I don't have time, or I don't know, click the link. Sign up for any one of those sessions, okay? Or it could just be a one-time thing, or it could be a monthly or a weekly thing. We can set the schedule, all right? Just want to put that disclaimer out there. I'll leave the QR code up there for now, but in the meantime, in between time, these are 4 questions that therapists use a lot. So these are things that you can ask yourself, all right? Because we do self-assessments. That's being self-aware, right? Keeping you mindful in 30 minutes or less. Okay, so you want to ask yourself, am I fatigued even when I slept? Are you still tired even when you sleep? Okay. Am I irritated by small things? Questions to ask. All right. Well, these are questions therapists use a lot anyway. They're going to ask you these. Is concentration short or scattered? Do you concentrate on things for a short period of time, or are you all over the place? Okay. Do I avoid people I normally can engage? Things to make you go home. All right. So that's it. That's all I have as far as those exercises. So these are something that you can do at home. Just check in with yourself. You don't need it. This doesn't have to be in the group chat. Okay. Some things are just for you, okay, between you and God, right? You and the Creator, right? In terms of, building your life, okay? So this is just for you. You don't have to go back and discuss, hey, no. This is for you, okay? And once you find out I am stressed, then you need to start taking the proper protocol, right? To support yourself in getting a rhythm. Mm-hmm. to come back and center yourself to just a space of zen to some extent. All right. So next topic. All right. So you know what's pretty cool? All right. So this weekend, not this, was it this week? Well, the weekend is up. It's technically Sunday. Oh, we're 30 minutes in. Oh, that's it. 30 minutes or less. We got to go. So we already did the mind, right? And we did the body. We talked about SNAP benefits and food. And we did the soul already. So technically I can go. But, all right, I'm going to give you a little bonus really quickly. Okay, I'm going to give you something to take a look at. This is what I want you to look at. When you get a chance, I just discovered this movie because I don't really watch TV like that. Every now and then I might indulge in some shows or documentaries or just, I don't know. I just like whatever spirit leads me to. So the other day, right, I came across this movie. Did I have it up here? Oh my God. Is that it? Let's see if it comes up. Oh, it's the background? Oh, darn it. Sorry, guys. Well, it's supposed to be in the front. Well, let me turn off my camera. If I turn my camera off, then you'll see it. Oh, no, you won't. Okay, so it's just not working. Anyway, when you get a chance, check out The House of Gucci. Lady Gaga is in it. Lady Gaga plays in it. Because I was like, is that Lady Gaga? This movie is off the chain. And this is why Argh U Mad is here. This is one of the reasons why Argh U Mad came about. It's a little bit of a spoiler alert, but it's necessary. See, when you watch this movie, this is what happens when people do not do self-scans, right? And then they jump into spiritual practices that are questionable if they're of God based on the intentions that these folks are setting. It's very selfish. In my opinion, very selfish. But this is what happens when folks are not properly taking care of their mental and their emotional health. And then they're being manipulative in different ways to keep what they want or to hold on to people that don't belong to them. And they go about finding spiritualists that do dark work. I don't know. It's like, like love spells and all that other nonsense. It's crazy. It was so intense. And apparently this is based on a true story. So do yourself a favor. I'm just getting back into this platform. So I apologize. I wish this was up in the front. I don't know what I did that I didn't. I don't know what I did that I made it a background. I thought it was supposed to be like a visual for you all, but my bad. Anyway, I'm gonna head out. It's 33 minutes in as far as my timer, and our motto was keeping you mindful in 30 minutes or less. So I'm going to honor that, and I'm going to head out. But I hope you guys have a blessed week. We'll be back. We'll do this again. We'll do this again. This will get better. And next time, I'll provide a link so you guys can join in on the conversation. Okay. So stay tuned for that. And in the meantime, between time, are you mad? Bye, guys. Thank you for watching.
We like living, we like gold, we like silver, we like hoes, we got goals, we just human, we don't know, we ain't stupid. The only person holding my back is myself. I don't know anything, I just roam 7 seas, I just walk 7 lands. I am a human being, but power rests in my hand. I think I just made a fan, came a long way from lunch tables. I challenge this man, I rap.